allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pursuant to the provisions of Section 2.68.030 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, notice is hereby given that if you're not satisfied with the decision made by the Metropolitan Transportation Licensing Commission, you may appeal the decision by petitioning for a writ of certiorari with the Davidson County Chancery or Circuit Court. Your appeal must be filed within 60 days of the date of the entry of the Metropolitan Transportation Licensing Commission's decision. We advise that you seek your own independent legal advice to ensure that your appeal is filed in a timely manner and that all procedural requirements have been met. Have the commissioners had an opportunity to review last month's minutes?
We have motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We have a public hearing today. There's a request to transfer Pink Taxi's certificate from Mr. Burrows to Mr. Akram Hassan. Mr. Fields.
Mr. Burrows and Mr. Hassan are present. The transfer is in order.
Have there been any requests to speak on the matter aside from the
There
applicants? Do the commissioners have any questions that they'd like to ask Mr. Burrows or Mr. Hassan?
I make a motion to accept.
At this point, we'll close the public hearing.
May I ask one question? Is
Sure.
there a question on the effective date?
I would like to make it effective October 10th.
Okay. We'll go ahead and close the public hearing at this point, and I believe we've got
Make a motion.
a
to
motion.
approve.
Motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank
You're welcome. We also have some items under other passenger vehicles for hire today. We've got some requests to review changes to other passenger vehicles for hire certificates for Facia Limousine Company by adding Devijay Tashani, and also Volunteer Limo would like to add Hennek Halu. Mr. Fields?
It's simply they want to add two additional people as owners of the company, and it has to, in order to make a change to the certificate, you have to consider it.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We also have company applications this afternoon. The several have submitted applications. Mr. Fields?
I think all of them are in order. The only one that has anything additional is AAA Limo has a driver application. The driver or the owner of the company had neglected to put a couple of things on there. So we probably would want you just to look at that separately, although I don't see a problem with that application.
Is that application the one that follows?
Right, the AAA Limo for Mr. Abdul Al-Sarifi.
Okay, thank you.
Motion to approve all but AAA Limo.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. So we should take a look at AAA Limo's application along with the driver application.
Mr. Sarifi, as the owner of the company, failed to list a 2006 assault charge. And that was the only charge on his record. I guess Mr. McNally could explain to me more, the no true bill, so I assume it means it went to the grand jury and they did not return an indictment.
Correct. That's what I'm
I'm learning from you.
We're all learning from
I'm
him.
wearing out my welcome. You know, I would add whatever comments are allowed at this point. It's pretty rare to get a no true bill, but obviously the grand jury in reviewing it decided that the case did not need to go to criminal court.
So you're making a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve AAA limo after having now reviewed the record.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Do we need to approve, Mr. Fields, the separate driver application for Mr. Al Sarafi as well, or is that?
That's what we just did.
No, that,
Yeah, I think you did it all in one.
Okay.
Got that, yeah.
Thank you. We also have a driver application for Mr. Jobert Rene.
Jean-René Jacques.
In making his application, he failed to list a 2004 charge of an assault, breach of peace, threatening, and larceny. They were all old charges, and he's present if you'd like to. None would keep him from being a driver, but he failed to list them.
Still employed at the parking spot?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do there?
Oh, park car, valet parking, and we drive the limo sometime. Go to the airport.
What caused you to forget to, or what caused you not to list these on your application?
So it was a misunderstood because I put it in there, and she said how many moving violation you have. I was thinking it was talking about the ticket violation. That's why I changed it, put it 1. I put my initial next to it. It was a mistake.
And your convictions are out of Connecticut?
Yes.
I noticed you were on probation for 3 years on one of them. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How'd you do on probation?
I was doing good.
Do you have any probation violations?
No. Everything, it was old, I was young, didn't think, mistake.
How long you been in Nashville?
Well, I've been here for a year.
For a year?
Yes.
Been
My
arrested for
wife-
anything down here?
Yeah, we buy a house. I live in Mount Juliet, and my wife been down there for 5 years.
Have you been arrested for anything in Nashville?
No, I don't have time for this. So
Okay.
too old for that.
You're on probation, it looks like, from 2004 to 2007. After 2007, were you arrested for anything in any other state anywhere?
No.
I make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Mr. Jean Renee's
It should be.
application.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We also have a change request in the taxi cab certificate for United Taxi by changing ownership percentages.
United Transportation Incorporated wants to make a modification on their on the face of their certificate to remove one of the owners and distribute the property among Sumadip Man and Cool Dipper Man to 60/40. This man will still be the majority owner. And everything was in order.
I'll make a-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Move for approval?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We also have driver applications for wreckers and towing services. We have 3 this afternoon. Mr. Fields?
Angel Herrero applied to be a record driver. He failed to list a driver's license violation of 2006. Mr. Herrero? But it was 2006 driver's license violation. And it was dismissed.
He's not here. Where is
Mr. Herrero? Oh, I thought he was back there earlier. I guess I missed him.
On his,
He was notified of the meeting.
on his application, it says name of the company where you'll be employed. It says none, owner operator, I'm assuming, but doesn't his company need a license?
Unless he's got an existing company, he may be he has not applied for a company.
He was in the process of working on it, but we never heard
Okay,
anything.
so he was planning to work for his own company. You could choose to defer action until the company application catches up, if it catches up.
I would move to defer to the October meeting.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have Ernest Terrell Leggs.
Mr. Leggs? Is Mr. Leggs present? Mr. Leggs applied, I don't think he left anything off, but it's extensive. And I'm not sure it's anything that would disqualify, but I went, and again, he is not present. He was notified of the meeting. Who's the member bar?
Based on the number of things we have on this and the fact that he's not here, I would move to deny.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have William Clark Troop.
Mr. Troop? Mr. Troop also made application. His record is not as extensive as his self-reporting. But he self-reported a lot, and he was advised of the meeting.
He's not here either?
Mr. Troop's not present.
I'm not sure I've ever seen one as finely written and extensive of self-reporting.
I'm quite impressed by his self-reporting. I would usually, if they're not present, motion to deny it, but I'll motion to defer it to the next meeting.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Is there any other business, Mr. Fields?
No, sir, we will have October will be a lengthy meeting. We are anticipating the traffic study to be complete, which we've deferred the action of any action from the August meeting to October with respect to any additional low-speed vehicles or any of the pedal vehicles. So we'll have the traffic study, and the police and traffic park have both already been advised that we'd like for them to be present to answer any questions that you may have when you make any decision. We'll also are deferring the carriage complaint. There may be a rule or two we may need to put in front of you that will just help. A couple of the taxi cab rules we may want to present to you, but I'm not certain on that yet.
Can you provide us with the driving zones for the low-speed vehicles in advance of the October meeting?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have advised, there have been some issues about where they're driving, and when you've allowed them to operate, you were very clear on certain streets they weren't supposed to be on. And we also have it mapped on the website, so you can see a map, and there's also a written description of its boundaries. So I'll have a map present, and we'll also have the boundaries available for you.
Correct.
Are the police in general, are they enforcing that? Are they enforcing those boundaries?
The police, again, they're enforcing as they can.
Right.
They have to catch them, of course, but
Right.
they do write citations when they catch them in violation.
Motion to dismiss.
Motion to adjourn.
Adjourn. That's what happens when you have a
I
new
do
baby.
both of those, I'm good.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.